Matthew Evans, a wealthy man in his late 70s, sat alone in his silver Mercedes, tapping his thumb impatiently against the steering wheel. The Kentucky heat pressed against the car, the air conditioner humming faintly, barely keeping him cool. Retired, rich from a lifetime in finance, Matthew was used to things going his way. But today, he found himself stranded miles from home, with a flat tire. Roadside assistance couldn't be reached, and frustration began to bubble. Then, a figure appeared in the distance, a young boy, maybe 13 or 14, walking confidently down the road in a faded t-shirt and worn sneakers. His eyes narrowed slightly as he approached, assessing the car and the situation. "Got a flat, sir?" the boy asked, his voice calm and steady. "Yes," Matthew replied, feeling a mixture of relief and unease. "I was hoping for some help, but my phone has no signal." The boy smiled faintly. "I can help with that. My grandpa taught me how to change a tire last summer." Without hesitation, he knelt beside the flat, asking Matthew if he had a spare. Matthew pointed to the trunk, watching as the boy swiftly retrieved the necessary tools. His hands moved with quiet confidence, deliberate and precise, an assurance beyond his years. As Matthew watched, a strange humility crept over him, a feeling he hadn't experienced in a long time. Minutes later, the boy wiped his hands on his jeans, stepped back, and said simply, "All done," a small, satisfied smile on his face. Matthew instinctively reached into his wallet and offered the boy a few bills. "Here, take this. I really appreciate your help." The boy stepped back politely, raising a hand. "Thank you, sir, but I don't need anything. Just happy to help." Matthew stood stunned as the boy turned and walked down the road, leaving it with nothing but a memory, a simple act of kindness that moved him in a way money never could. For the rest of his drive home, Matthew's thoughts kept returning to the boy. There was a quiet dignity about him, a self-assurance that came not from money, privilege, or status, but from something far deeper. That evening, Matthew sat in his leather armchair, surrounded by shelves of books he rarely touched. His perfectly prepared dinner sat untouched. Yet he couldn't stop thinking about the boy, how he had helped without expectation, without asking for anything in return. All his life, Matthew had dealt with people through negotiations, favors, and exchanges. But this boy had given freely, simply out of kindness. He leaned back, sipping his scotch, the boy's confident smile replaying in his mind. And in that moment, Matthew realized that sometimes the greatest lessons come from the smallest acts and from the people we least expect.